Alright guys, in the last video I have announced the building of the house has officially entered the finishes phase. This is the continuity of the work that was done previously. In this video, my team will be working on the ceiling. Obviously this clip speaks for itself. This is the remainder of bricks I have made, and I requested that they stack them so that we can keep track of how many bricks are left. That way we know it is accounted for. When the next project starts, it will be less cement bags to order. In addition to ceiling, my team is going to be working on making the bedroom door. My idea was to have a higher quality made, but my builder advised me that I save money on that because the main door is heavy duty enough. And this is not meant to be a luxurious accommodation either. And I agree with him. I think this tiny house is decent enough for a farmhouse for my workers.
There you go. Yeah, I don't like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to present you the final products that my team has been able to pull off so far. Let me tell you something. I originally planned this project to be done at a certain date, but then things have happened that totally changed my deadline. But I can't really be mad at that, because when you are building a house, you have to be prepared to delays and certain inconveniences that might occur right in the middle of it. But keep in mind, patience is the greatest thing you could possibly have when you're getting yourself into such a process. This has been quite a bit of a journey. If you guys remember, in one of my recent videos, I have told you that we were planning on starting the entirety of the activity right in the beginning of the second quarter, which would have been the very beginning of April. But here we are, almost towards the end of April. The house is just getting complete. The house technically is done. There are minor finishes that we need to do in order to present you with the very final product. So now at this stage, my team is going to be working on something else that I have hinted in the past couple of videos as well. If you guys remember, I had touched base on how I was unsatisfied with the way they had finished the pig barn, the roofing, and everything else. From the moment they presented me with the final products when the pig barn was complete, something about the roofing didn't sit well with me. I thought it was insecure, and that's exactly what happened. So for that matter, I had spoken with my builder and asked him questions about how we can do to fix this issue. So he told me what he was planning on doing, because when the first time he walked in and then saw what how the pig barn was built, he already told me from the beginning the mistakes that they have made from the first contractor that I had. But I'm like, okay, that's not a problem at all. All I want, we could modify this and then do it all over again without having to spend a whole lot of money. But when he went ahead and did the estimate, it exceeded the amount I was originally planning to spend. And then I told him, can we do something more basic so at least that the barn will not get broken into. Keep in mind, the concrete level from where the 10th layer of brick was put on is not tall enough. Someone like me, I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall. I could easily reach my hand and grab the very top. So we needed at least another 2 layers of brick, which at this point became a little more impossible. But we ended up with 1 layer due to the fact that the roof was already put on. So if I was going to move forward with the entire modification of the barn, that would have made the roof would have needed to be taken apart and then do another one all over again. a kind of expense that I'm not prepared to do at this point. Now that I'm ready for the pigs to move into the barn, so I needed to come with a very urgent plan. That's exactly what we did. So I'm very excited. My guys came up with a very last minute idea, and we were able to pull off what he has done, which you're going to see, by the way, throughout this video as well. So stick around till that time comes. And do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, and make sure you hit the notification bell so when I drop a video, you get notified. You guys, you have to understand one thing. When you are planning on building a house or building a pig barn or getting into farming, understand one thing. If you've never done this before, there is a lot to learn throughout the process. And one thing that I have learned from the very first contractor that I started with is that I have given my trust, my entire trust in him, that he was going to do a better job, which, by the way, he did, but not to my satisfaction at the very end. So understand one thing, you have to build your plan from the beginning, do your own research, and then get an idea of what you would expect to be your finished product, which it's something that I should have done with my first contractor. When we reached the point where we were moving towards the finishes, I should have told him what I was expecting the roof to look like. But I had put too much trust in him. It did it his own proper way. And then one of the guys who brought him towards me, it tried to encourage to keep that, and that's how that's how most pig barns are built around there. No, because with the hole through the roof, they argue that it allows more air to come through, and that's what pigs want. Isn't that the reason why we have all of these holes on the side of the pig barn? That's enough air for the pigs to breathe. And keep in mind, when they're being cared for throughout the day, the front and the back door will remain open, right? So that is one thing that I didn't take into account. But now that I have learned, I know moving forward, especially even in the next project, which is going to be the chicken coop from a poultry farming project, I am going to dictate what the finish is going to look like. And with the current builder that I have now, this guy has built multiple barns as multiple farming houses for people, and he presents me with different ideas to finish the house, and he let me choose, which, by the way, should have been the way to go, especially from the first contractor that I had. But it is a learning process. Now I am 100% satisfied with what he has done. It brought the material, it fixed a little bit of the things that was unsatisfied with. Now I feel a lot more comfortable, and I can say the pig barn now, it is in a state where safety prevailed. So guys, I am very, very excited for this house, and I'm very, very excited that soon enough we're bringing the pigs back onto the farm. So you stick around for this journey, and this is going to mean a lot. And this is going to lead us to the second phase, where they worked on minor finishes, and you guys are going to see what the roofing and what the idea that he had brought. I hope you enjoyed this video as well, just as much as I did. Alright guys, I don't want to waste any more of your time sitting right in front of you looking at me talk, rather than you watch exactly what is taking place, in which, by the way, I'm also looking forward to seeing. So let's turn this page and watch what's going to happen next. See you in the next clip.